VetsinTech is an organization that supports current and returning veterans with reintegration services and connections to the national technology ecosystem. Here to discuss details on the services they provide is board member Mike McNerney. Mike, thank you so much for joining us here today on Live.
Thanks, Olivia, and thanks for inviting me to join to talk about an issue that's just really important to me and I think really important to the country, which is the welfare of our nation's veterans.
Absolutely, and I'm so glad you're here to discuss this. I feel like there's no better time than now. But first and foremost, overall, what is VetsinTech and what are the services that you provide?
Absolutely. So thank you for asking that question. I'm a veteran myself, and I want to start off by saying that transition from active duty service or military service in general into the private sector can be quite a challenge for veterans. There was nothing like VetsinTech when I was looking to transition to the military, and I'm a little embarrassed to say that I ended up making some bad decisions and got in with the wrong crowd and ended up going to law school. Luckily,
that crowd that you just got involved in, right?
Luckily, I've corrected since then, and I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm helping great organizations like VetsinTech, which is really fun and a lot more rewarding. But those challenges still exist. It still is a disorienting experience for a lot of veterans who are transitioning. And so VetsinTech is really trying to help solve part of that problem by connecting our veterans with high-paying jobs in the tech sector. And if I can, one of the reasons why I think that last part, high-paying jobs, is so important is because veterans are actually twice as likely to take jobs that are paying less than $25,000 a year, which puts many veterans and their families well below the poverty line. In addition, here in California, I don't know if you know this, is actually the only state that fully taxes veterans' pensions, which also makes it harder for veterans to have ends meet. And so what we want to do is not just provide jobs, but provide really high-paying jobs. And we have over 75,000 veterans in our network, and I'm very happy to say that for the folks that come through our program, they find themselves graduating and finding jobs that are paying on average $120,000 or more, which we're very proud of and excited about.
That is just absolutely incredible, and let me just say thank you for what you all are doing for our veterans, because like you said, they serve our country, they help serve us, so we have our freedom, so they need to be treated correctly, and I'm so glad that VetsinTech is helping make a way for veterans. But you mentioned some of the services and high-paying jobs, so how do you go about transitioning them into these services and high-paying jobs?
Yeah, well, we have a method, as I'm sure you can appreciate. Any organization that's going to deal with the military has to have some kind of a regiment involved. And so we center our services around the 3 E's: education, employment, and entrepreneurship. And starting with education, which really is the foundation for everything, the goal there is leveraging our VetsinTech Academy, is to take the skill sets that military members already have from their time in the service, and they have quite a bit, and help them translate that, as well as supplement any areas where they are lacking into something that's really marketable for the private sector. And so we'll train them on a number of different tech platforms. One of the most important is cybersecurity. This is a big issue for the country. It's a big issue for everybody. So that's something that we really focus on. After the education, clearly comes the employment. We want to, again, make sure our veterans have terrific jobs. And so we work with our coalition of employers. It's dozens of market-leading tech companies that have committed to hiring veterans into their ranks and providing them with that step up that they so richly deserve. And then the final E is entrepreneurship. This is one that's really important to me as an entrepreneur, like I mentioned. I think most people don't realize veterans are actually terrific entrepreneurs, especially today's veterans, right? These are folks that come from diverse backgrounds. They're used to working in adversity. They're used to cobbling together different, resources to accomplish some kind of difficult mission. And those are traits that are really great for entrepreneurialism. Unfortunately, we've actually seen a dip in entrepreneurialism in terms of veterans over the last couple years. And so we want to try to reverse that and get more veterans to start small businesses. And we work with our startup network, which has venture capitalists and financial institutions and mentors to try to help reverse that, get more veterans starting small businesses, and then hopefully one day be able to hire veterans of their own, kind of completing that cycle.
Oh, that's incredible. So there are so many different areas that veterans can really get involved in. So who is VetsinTech looking for, and how do people get involved?
So VetsinTech is looking really for anyone, any veteran or military spouse, I should add. That's also a key focus of ours. We can maybe talk about that a little bit more later. Who want to find a career in the tech sector. Our doors are open. Reach out. We have many, many ways to kind of plug you in. As I mentioned, we have a community of over 75,000 veterans. We have 20 chapters all over the country, and we're always looking to expand and help as many veterans as possible.
Wonderful. And you actually have an event coming up at Pebble Beach, correct?
We do. So I'll let you in on a little secret. We throw great parties.
Ooh, okay.
Every year, it starts with the Veterans Day Gala,
Yeah.
which happens here in San Francisco. It's always sold out. Everybody who's anybody is there. And actually, last year, I think KRON's Ken Wayne,
Amazing.
who's a Navy veteran, was the MC, did a great job. It was super fun. So this year, we're going to do something a little even more ambitious. And VetsinTech is going to be the lead-in event to the U.S. Women's Golf Tournament at Pebble Beach. It's called the Impact at Pebble Beach. This is the first time that the U.S. Women's Open has been played at Pebble. So the course is going to be immaculate. There's going to be all kinds of celebrities and athletes and tech gurus, and of course, our wonderful network of veterans that are going to be there participating. So we're really excited about that. And if anyone is interested in learning more, I'd encourage them to reach out, and we'd be happy to provide them for more information. It should be a lot of fun.
Wonderful, Mike. Well, thank you so much for your service and for what you're doing for veterans with VetsinTech. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Olivia.
Of course. To learn more, you can head to VetsinTech.co, and we'll have links on our website at liveinthebay.tv.